Rivers crisis. List of governors who have publicly endorsed Tinubu's suspension of Fubara. They've publicly endorsed. I don't think there's any one of them that has publicly come out to say, okay, let's see the ones that have publicly endorsed. President Bola Tinubu's proclamation of a state of emergency in Rivers State has continued to generate reactions from concerned Nigerians. The president on Tuesday, March 18, made the announcement suspending Governor Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy, and all the State House of Assembly members. While some people have criticized the president, no less than 3 governors have thrown their weight behind Tinubu, citing the importance of peace and Nigeria's economy. Just 3 governors out of... Okay. The political crisis rocking the Rivers State has been chilled by the threat of impeachment as the Rivers State House of Assembly, led by Mrs. Ameole's camp, accused Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy Ngozi Odo of gross misconduct. The crisis started barely 6 months after Fubara resumed the office of power, and he allegedly worked to remove the Speaker of the House, a development the immediate past governor Wike was displeased with, because that one na him boy now, so he was displeased with it. Ameole was loyal to Wike instead of being loyal to your governor. Wike, who currently served as Minister of Federal Capital Territory (FCT), complained about the governor's move to hijack the political structure of the state from him. I don't understand. Have you not done your own tenure and gone? Every other governor that has come, they've done their tenure and left. And nobody said, oh, you are trying to hijack the political structure from them. So why was it when it was your turn to go, you now said that the new governor was trying to snatch the structure from you? I don't understand that man called Wike. I don't understand him. A development which led to a prolonged crisis in the state. President Bola Tinubu and the courts, including the Supreme Court, have intervened, but all to vain. The president subsequently declared a state of emergency and announced an initial 6 months suspension of Governor Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy, and all the State House of Assembly members. Tinubu's proclamation has led to debate and controversies among several Nigerians from different sectors, and has been publicly supported by at least 3 Nigerian governors. Below is a list of governors who have supported the move. Hope Uzodinma, why am I not surprised? Of course he's going to support, because Shebi it was them that helped you that you did not win election. Number 3, I be number 4. They made you the governor. So you will support now. The governor of Imo State, who doubled as the chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, Hope Uzodinma, publicly supported President Bola Tinubu's declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State. At a press conference, the governor said the president's move was proactive and a step that was necessary to prevent the growing crisis in the oil state. And so, the APC governor said the political crisis in Rivers would have destabilized the state and Nigeria's economy. Monday Okpebolo, why am I not surprised? I'm not surprised. They're all APC governors. And all of them, they were rigged in. Uzodinma was rigged in. Okpebolo was rigged in. So of course they are going to support the person that helped them to rig election. The governor of Edo State, Monday Okpebolo, has commended President Bola Tinubu for declaring a state of emergency in Rivers, adding that the president saved the country's economic with his unilateral action. The Nation reported that Okpebolo, while representing President Tinubu at the flag-off of the construction of the federal road in the state. Okpebolo went to represent Bola Tinubu at the flag-off. You now say he will not support him. Of course, he's going to support. Criticized former President Goodluck Jonathan, who earlier claimed that the declaration would paint Nigeria in a bad light. Cross River Governor, in a formal statement, the Cross River State government rejected the position of the South-South Governors Forum, which expressed its reservation for President Tinubu's proclamation of the state of emergency in Rivers State. According to Business Day, the state's acting governor, Right Honorable Peter Ode, explained that the state was solidly behind President Tinubu's move, adding that it was to restore order and stop the growing unrest in the state. He said that the acting governor of Cross River State is probably the speaker of the state. That was what they wanted to achieve during Fubara's time. They wanted to impeach him so that Martins Amewule can become the acting governor and subsequently become the governor of the state. I am sure that was what Wike promised him, and that was why he was so not supportive of your own governor. Instead of you to support your own governor, you're supporting a governor that has gone ahead to become a minister. That Martins Amewule is a puppet, I'm telling you. Seyi Makinde opposes Rivers emergency rule. Oh, really? Unlike Uzodinma and other governors listed above, Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State has publicly opposed the emergency. Seyi Makinde is PDP now. Seyi Makinde is a PDP governor, so of course he's not going to support. He has publicly opposed the emergency rule and the suspension of Governor Fubara. Makinde's position is contained in a newsletter he released on Thursday, March 20. In my newsletter today, I talked about the need for right-thinking members of society to take a stand against the legal suspension of elected officials in the executive and legislative arms of government as part of a state of emergency declared by the President of Rivers State, Makinde said, as he shared the newsletter on X. Makinde is one of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) governors who have taken a decisive step to challenge President Tinubu's state of emergency declaration in Rivers State in the court. It is well, at least I know that most of the PDP governors will not support, because almost the same thing would be likely to happen to them. If any small thing happens in their states now, look at Oyo State now. So imagine something happens in Rivers State, in Oyo State now, they are going to declare a state of emergency because it's PDP state, and they are trying to take over all the PDP states. That is what they are trying to do. All of these things is in the works for the election coming up in 2027. They are just trying to water the ground, to make everywhere soft for them when it's time for election, and to have enough resources to campaign, to buy people over, and all of that, because Fubara is not releasing funds. Of course, it's not going to. The money is for the people of Rivers State, so why should I give it to you? That is all the bone of contention here. But it is well. God will help us and save us from these people. Oh, voila. Lena says Tinubu will rule Nigeria till 2068. Well, with the way he's moving, it's obvious that he doesn't want to leave power. It's obvious that he doesn't want to leave power. It is well. And listeners, over to leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.